Mic is good. What's up, everybody? If you're just joining in, I don't know when this is gonna. Should be going live right now. Should be live and everything. So, on this video, I'm gonna just be doing a basic. I'm gonna be doing two videos. I'm gonna be doing an installation video and a what's inside video. Let me pull this up just in case if anybody jumps on. I can read a comment if I have to. Just give me 1 second. Trying to view channel. There we go. Got it. Okay, so I don't expect anybody to really jump in, but any which way, I'm going to be, this is being recorded also on the side, so I will be able to edit the video and everything. So let's move it and get going. Drink of water. Drink of water real quick. Alright, so this is basically how I'm going to be doing my recording. What's up, everybody? On this video, we're going to be looking at the Endura CNC aluminum front rear bumper with lights for the TRX-4 Defender. This is going to be 4M88 is the SKU, FR. I have the front and rear, so I guess that's what the FR stands for. Let's switch over to the overhead. Show you guys, this is basically the packaging. Okay. And it's so bright. There we go. I know this is not important. Alright, so let's take a look at what's inside. Grab the X-Acto blade. You gotta be careful with these things because it's like a million packaging. So I got I believe this is the rear of the bumper. And then here is gonna be stuck and stapled. The front. Yeah, that's stuck. So we're gonna cut this again. Try not to cut myself. So this is the front end of the bumper. I'm gonna explain everything that's in this double kit. This is the stickers that you get. This pack looks a little jacked up. You guys can't see it. It's not making it out on the... There we go. Now you can see it. So they're like all bubbled up. I don't know if these stickers are gonna work or not. Maybe we should throw an Endura sticker on the Defender itself. Why not? Throw one right here. This truck was supposed to stay all Traxxas, but it's not. I like that. That's pretty cool. I like that little logo. Alright, set the stickers aside. Let's get back to the video. Okay, so in the packaging, like I said, you got the front and rear. So let's look at the front. This grill is insane. Look at this thing. This is completely why I purchased this. Let's run over to the overhead. Oh my God, bring me in. Oh, clear it up. Wow, this thing is nice. Audio technical difficulties, no. Okay, so anybody that's watching this build was supposed to be all Traxxas build. Wasn't supposed to put any other company products on here, but I seen this grill and I was just like, yeah, this is happening. This grill is ridiculous. The toughness of it, I love the way the bars are so realistic. And I'm not really one for scale. I don't really care about it. I do like the way it looks. I like seeing other people, with their scale products and everything. This truck, I'm not really messing with anything. This is actually just being built as, I guess you could say, a scale truck, or as it comes. I just wanted to put this bumper because it's so aggressive and it's really awesome. I really like this thing, man. Look at this, the winch. If I can get a small winch, throw that in there. It comes with supposedly it comes with lights, so let's see what's next in the package. We have a couple of things in here. So let's open this up and see what we got in here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 zip ties. We get a light kit with 3mm LED lights. We're gonna find out what color those are in a second. And then we have a whole bunch of goodies here, some hardware. So as you can see, we have those red, I believe these are called toe rings or something like that, or some type of rings like that. I'm pretty sure somebody will leave that in the comments. And then we got the bumper connections and everything. I don't really see any directions, so we're gonna put this together together. But on the live, as I'm recording this, I'm changing the colors of the bumper lights because I want. I have yellow lights, so I want to change that. So that's what comes in the front packet. For the front bumper packet, this is going to be the rear bumper packet. Let's cut this open. What do we have in here? We have the rear bumper, which, oh, no, it's actually not bad. I was going to say, which is probably not as exciting as the front bumper, but I changed my statement on that. This actually looks really nice. I like this. That's nice. So it looks like it has housings for a light kit in here too. Maybe I'll take the white lights and put them in the rear and connect it to the reverse lights, so I have brighter reverse lights. And then I'll just put my yellow lights in the front that I want to put. All right, so if you just get in the rear kit, oh, look, hold on. Oh my God. So we have a connection piece here that goes to the actual truck itself, which this is basically a mounting kit for the bumper and actually a mounting kit for the actual body on the Defender itself. So that's what it comes with. And then what it looks like is we have 2 lights in here. 3mm LED lights again. So if those are reversed, we gotta see what colors they are. We got the toe rings. I gotta move over. I'm always over to one side. We got the toe rings in here again. I'm moving my second camera over because it's like in my way. Let me see how it looks now. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, so we got the toe rings in there again. It looks like we have a toe hitch. There's gonna be a toe hitch. That's a toe hitch right there. Well, we're gonna see everything because I'm about to put it together. There's a couple other things in here that I don't understand, but yeah, we're gonna put this thing together. So on the live, I'm gonna be doing the light kit for the front. So I'm gonna be doing some soldering. So it's gonna be a long video probably, but in the edited version, nobody's really gonna see that, so nobody's gonna know unless you're watching the live. And everything's ready. So this is the rear. Let me get this truck ready. Oh no. Let me get the trailer off. Alright, so I got all the parts that I need for the front bumper. For the front bumper assembly, so I'm going to just remove the body. I have the full complete light kit for the front and the actual trailer, so I'm going to put this on the side, put the truck on the side, and then we're going to be concentrating on the front end of the truck. I hope I don't have to take out the lights. Like I said, there's no real instructions with anything, so we're winging it. So I hope you guys are in for the ride. We're going to grab a 1.5mm screwdriver. Oh no. I got the kids running around, and now you can almost see what's going on over there. All right, there we go. All right, so I grabbed the 1.5 mil screwdriver because I believe that's what we need to get this project going. Give me 1 second. I'm readjusting my side camera here because it's like in my way. I want it to be like an old over-the-shoulder camera, I guess. That works right there. That view is good, right? Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Okay. Alright, so, like I said, there's no real directions. I don't know how this goes on here. We have some parts. Let me grab a parts bin real quick. And let's dump the parts out. Let's dump the parts out. So the electrical hardware I'm just going to put over to the side. I want the physical hardware. So I got the screws and all that stuff here. And whatever mount goes with this. Yeah, so let's switch over to the overhead. Yeah, so we got some goodies in there. Alright, so I believe we definitely have to take off this bumper. So we have 2 bolts on the inside. 1, 2 that I'm going to remove the larger bolts. And I believe those are 2 millimeter. So we're going to need the 2 mil. No, that's the screwdriver. How did I get the screw? I should have known it said plus. I was wondering what the plus was. We need the regular one that just says 2.0 mm. So we're going to remove this front bumper real quick. Counterclockwise is going to get these bolts out. These are just the main bolts for the bumper right now because, like I said, I don't have any directions. I do not believe I need to mess with the physical light kit on this truck. So there's the bumper out. Does this go here? Does this? I don't even think I gotta take that out. I took that out for no reason. So this part of the video is gonna be bypassed on the actual video, not this live stream. So we're gonna put this back. No directions, help. I don't know why I thought it went on the body itself. Fixing my mistakes. Let's put this back together. So this is what happens when I make videos, especially when it doesn't have a directions and everything. So we're gonna have to start over again for the actual overhead video. Alright, so we're gonna remove the body. I have all the hardware in a parts bin for the front bumper. I believe this is basically what we just got to get to, is the front bumper itself. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the actual front bumper itself. So that's going to be these bolts here. I'm going to take out the front bolt. It's going to be the bolt that's on the plastic piece. It's going to be underneath this wire. So that front bolt on this side, counterclockwise, is going to get that removed. Alrighty. So I'm going to try to keep my parts separated. Get this magnet real quick. I'm trying to keep my screws separated. So I have the screws that I'm taking off and putting over here. This is the parts that I have for the actual kit. So we're just going to flip the truck over. I'm going to get that screw on the plastic part counterclockwise. If I hold it the right way, you guys will be able to see. There we go. Alright. Put that in the parts bin. So now this bumper should be able to slide off. So I'm going to slide and lift up, as you can see, and get it out of the way. I don't know if you noticed, I still didn't cut off the... I didn't cut off the zip tie yet, but I am going to pull it out of these two little clamps that are holding the wire down. I'm going to flip this over, and the 1.5 is going to release the light kit. So we're going to counterclockwise and get this light kit out, detached from the bumper. Got 1, 2. So I have a whole bunch of things falling all over the place. I got these 2 pieces, and then I got 2 screws. Got these 2 little screws here. Alright, so I got the lights are gonna just stay there. This is the full bumper clip assembly that comes with the stock bumper. We're gonna set that to the side. Now I have this bumper assembly piece. There are mounts here. I do not know exactly how these go. I'm gonna assume that it goes like this to go down and then come up. Yeah. So let's grab a bolt here. We're gonna have to make a decision on what bolt this is. Let me move this out of the way. All right. So I have my 2 plastic pieces here. I have the 4 screws that I removed from the stock bumper. And just for the orientation of the way the bracket is on the stock bumper, I'm gonna have this one go up as well. Now, the only thing is that I don't know which exact screw goes down in this bumper. I'm going to assume I have 2 of these flat screws. I don't think it's those. I think those are for for these things. No, there's no way that's for that. Yeah, that's too big. I'm going to go with these flat screws here. Is it these? Nope. Alright, so I got the mushroom head. I'm trying to fit it in. It does not fit down. There's an actual groove. It's very difficult to see in the camera, but there's a groove when you see it in real life. So that one doesn't fit. So I'm going to try the square head one. Let's see if that'll fit down into the groove. If that does, then that's the one that we're using. And it does fit down into the groove. So it's flush, as you can see. Now, if you have it, use it. If you don't use it. I definitely recommend the thread lock on all aluminum installations, because I've had difficulties in the past where I got some aluminum stuff letting go, lost a couple of screws, got upset. Alright, so we got a little bit of thread lock on there. We're going to set this into place. I got the bumper upside down now. When you have this in your hand, you're going to see, I'll show you with the next piece. Give me 1 second. So clockwise is going to get that into place. It's very, 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 very loose. I don't like that. The bolt feels like it's really tight. Nope, no, I feel, there we go. All right, it tightened up a lot now. Okay, so if you can see right here, there's a groove. And then the actual mounting piece has that emboss groove, so the opposite groove. So those grooves lock onto each other, and then the bolt will go in. As you can see, the bolt stays straight. So we're good to go there. So let me get the other bolt prepped and ready to go with some thread lock. And then we'll get that one on. I don't ever think you need an abundance of thread lock, just enough. Sometimes I definitely put too much thread lock. So now I'm lining that up clockwise, screwing it in. It should stop spinning when it locks into place. There you go. So, in my personal opinion with this installation, there's nothing wrong with it. But I am hearing a lot of crunching. So I guess I should have like blew out the threads. So now I'm just looking to try to get this level as much as possible. And that is my heater in the background. So now after installing both of those, this is where we should be looking. Right here. Alright, so that's cool. Now, we could just take this and install these bulbs in here because they're the same bulbs. Not going to do it on this video, but these bulbs that come with it, I want to see what color these are, so let's plug the truck in real quick so that way we can know. We can know what color these lights are. So we have the regular clear lights there. Let's see. I think this goes here. Oh, they're clear too. So we got a whole bunch of abundance of clear lights. Tired of clear lights. Now I'm wondering. Okay, so if you purchase this kit, you can either sit here and install the lights that you already have, which is what I'm going to show in the video. I do want to change these bulbs out because I don't want these colors and everything. But just for the presence of the video that I'm recording, I would either put these bulbs, I would take these bulbs that were on the bumper and put them up into the body of the truck. If you do not already have the light kit, there is a spot for the bulbs to insert into and they'll lock in. So I would do that. Then you just gotta take off the rest of these zip ties and leave this wire like loose from the rest of the wires, or you can just reinstall the bumper lights into the bumper and then take the lights that came with the kit and pop these bulbs into the body on the Defender. Because like I said, when you don't have the light kit, it has a spot for these to pop in. So that's what I would do, because then I don't have to go crazy cutting all the zip ties and rerouting the wire and then reattaching zip ties. So I'd put these in the front, and then I would just reinstall these in the grill like I'm going to show you guys. So this is the right side. So in the parts bin, I have these two pieces of plastic. They are marked R and L. So I have R right here. Okay, as you can see that. I know you guys can see it because I can see it. And then you can either grab the hardware that came with the truck, or grab a new screw, which I believe is going to be one of these guys. I'm going to just check real quick. Are these screws the same size? Yeah. Okay, so let me just see real quick if this little screw fits inside this thing. Okay, so we're good. Alright, so grab one of the thinner screws, as you can see, just like that one. We're going to get the little piece of thread lock. Oh, man. This thing is like spitting all over the place. So we got the light in place. I believe it goes like this, down with the light on the side angle like that. So, can you guys even see that, what I'm doing? Can't see what I'm doing. Let's see. So we got the light into place. You got to move the light over. You have to take this. The light keeps coming out. Move the light over. This is on the top of your screen. So set the light first. Get this thing all prepped up on the screwdriver, and as you can see how the orientation is, this is the right one. So we're gonna put the screw in. I'm gonna cover everything that I'm trying to show you guys because my hands are huge. And then we're just gonna try to fold this up. This thing is not covering well. Alright, so as you can see, I finally got it to lay down where I wanted to. Oh man, this is not easy to show on video. So as you can see, that's exactly how I want you guys to try to wait until you can get all the things into position. And then screw the light down. Alright, by no means is mine perfect, but I'm about to take it out because I'm going to change the bulb. But this is what I want you guys to be striving for, is just as much as you could connect this down. Which is pretty much flush. It's not bad. I just don't know what's going on. It's not sitting properly, if that makes any sense. But it's in there, the light bulb's not going to come out. Okay, and then we're going to repeat the same process on the other side. So let's get the bolt together first. So grab one of these bolts. Get the bolt on the screwdriver. Then we're going to drop the light into place. Then we're going to put the cover over the light. While all attempting not to forget the thread lock. I'm not putting the thread lock because I'm about to change these bulb colors on here. But it's going to be looking the same to you guys with the bulb colors changed. So there you go. Obviously this one should be more down. I'm just leaving it like that because, like I said, I'm changing the bulb colors right now. So that's the end of that video. Well, that's not the end of the video. Alright, so now I'm not recording. I mean, I am recording, but now I'm going to be taking this thing off and changing the bulbs for myself. So I have to get the bulbs, warm up the soldering gun, get the soldering station out, and I'll show you guys how I'm going to flip the bulbs over. Hopefully I can do it. God, this thing is really getting all over the place. Okay. Alright, let's bust out the soldering station. Boom. Soldering gun on. I need to wet my thing here real quick. Give me one. Alright, so I'm still here. I just am getting stuff together for this soldering of the bulbs because I do not want white clear bulbs. I have other color bulbs that I would like to utilize in this build. And then I'll explain to you guys what actual, you know, stuff I have going on and everything. I wonder if I could get those bulbs off without trashing them, man. I don't want to lose these bulbs, lose them. Then they're just clear. Alright, whatever. We're going to be losing those bulbs. Get some cutters out. Might need a zip tie. Oh, we have zip ties over there. What else do I need? That's pretty much it, I think. Okay. Okay. Why is this thing on 60? Oh, I turned it up. Dope. Okay, so if you're interested, these are the bulbs that I'm using. I got these from Amazon. So you can pause the video and everything. I don't have any Amazon links, so just this is the exact bulbs that I'm using. I do have resistors, but I'm going to be using the resistors that are on the actual truck itself here. This plate piece I found on Amazon too, so if you're interested in that, I got the one that has 2 small arms like this and then 2 other big arms, which is cool because my workbench is metal, so, and I have a metal shelf, so when I put it away I actually just magnet these to underneath the shelf and you can't even see them, and then this goes in the drawer. So it's pretty cool. If you guys are interested in, you know, you see that on Amazon. So I have yet to see these bulbs in action, so I am excited. The colors that they were on the actual Amazon site are pretty much the closest that I could find that I have like the yellow bulbs on my real vehicle. So they're like off-road bulbs, if that makes any type of sense. So hopefully that's what'll work. This will work here. So let's get this thing all centered away. Yeah. Center the truck up here and everything. Yeah. Boom. Bump up the, nope, I'm not gonna bump up the light. So what I'm gonna do is basically just cut the tip off of the bulb. Well, cut the wires directly on top of the bulb right here. So that's step 1. Then I got that bulb that I'm gonna have to find and throw it away when I find it. And then I'm just gonna strip away the wires. So further down the line, right here, is the resistor. So the bulbs are the same. If they're the same size bulbs, they will have the same type of resistance. Some bulbs may have different resistance if they do different things, or ohms, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, basically that's that. And then it tells you here, like, long lead is positive, so each one of the long ones is the positive. So positive is red, blah blah blah. So what we're gonna do is grab a bulb, link it up right here. I'm gonna actually put it like that so I could see too. And then I'm gonna try to cut off as much as was off on the other one. Right now I'm just gonna grab my loom real quick. I'm running out of loom. I'm gonna grab another one of these kits. This loom, if you're interested, I grabbed it from Harbor Freight. You could screenshot it if you want. They sell loom on Amazon as well. This particular loom works a lot better with a heat gun than it does with a lighter. Let me just tell you that right now, if anybody's getting this thing and everything. So I'm gonna have to get another piece of loom because I got 2 pieces. These are really short leads. So I'm gonna cut this back a little bit more. There we go. Pull the truck up a little bit. Let's see if that lead is long enough now. It's just about. It looks like I have some of the metal part, the metal lead on the aluminum. So we're gonna cut this guy back. So I'm gonna take the loom after I cut it and put it on to the actual wire now. I'm going to turn this over. Just want to get that positive lead, the negative lead on real quick. A little bit more solder with some flux inside of it. Pre-flux solder or something like that they call it, or whatever. So we're just going to line that up. My hands are not perfectly steady, but we're going to try to get that on there. My hand is burning. It's not the best, but it's on. It's a horrible soldering job, but it's on. Alright. So we're in the game now. So I'm lining the positive up to get ready to cut and trim that one as well. So it looks like it's right here. These wire cutters are not the best. You need like those sharp wire cutters. So the loom, I'm just sizing up the loom so I can cut the loom as well. Try to get them uniformed with each other. Now, if you don't want to burn yourself, you can actually use, you don't want to burn yourself like me, you can actually use the tip of the wire cutters. It's flat, as you can see right there. Or you can get a tweezer. I'm trying to get that metal piece out now. Give me 1 second. I'm having... You hold on to there. I want this stupid metal piece right here. Let go. This thing is really holding on for love. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'll grab this thing again. Wow. I just wanted that metal piece off that piece. Alright, so I got that metal piece off. We're gonna clean the tip of the soldering gun a little bit more. Get some more solder. Way too much solder for everything that I'm doing. I'll tell you right now, if I was building drones, I would fail at this soldering job, because when you're building drones, you gotta make the solder with no points and everything. So this soldering job is horrible. I'm just trying to do it fast because of the video and everything. So that's on place. I need a lighter. This is gonna look bad. Back that out. So heat wrap, if you don't know about it, all it is a tube that reacts to heat. So it's all in the name. So it's a tube that reacts to heat, and when you heat it up, it shrinks, which is basically where it gets its name, heat shrink or heat wrap. The cheaper you are with the heat wrap, the more it'll look like crap. So crappy heat wrap, crappy wrap. So you see how that's not as good as the factory one? And plus I probably have the wrong size, but I only have a certain amount of sizes in this. So now let's light this up. Oh yeah. So you see the light difference? And the reason why this one is brighter and not as bright as this one is not as bright as this one is because the clear, these things are hyper white, some of them. Usually when they have a yellow tint, yeah, you see the yellow? So these are like hyper white. This one looks like this one off. See? So if I'm not mistaken, that's the reasons why. But that's the color I was going for. And I got it. Off-road color. Alright, let's get the next one done. Do not say nothing about my dry hands. I put lotion. I wash my hands too much. I'm guilty. I'm guilty of washing my hands too much. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Alright, so we're going to do the same process where we're going to strip the wires down. Oh my goodness, man. If I can hold these wires and strip the... There we go. Nothing special, I'm just stripping the loom off of the wire. So very gently, trying not to cut the wires. Let's get that guy over there. Let's set this bad boy up over here. And again, we're gonna give me 1 second because I am not looking at the overhead. Okay, now I'm good. Oh, good, we're centered. So I'm gonna take this right here and cut it. They have these cutters, they're called like sharp cutters or something like that. I gotta get a pair of those. I keep saying it. Every time I see them, I'm just like, I don't want to spend the money on it. But then every time I'm doing something like this, I regret it. I'm not spending the money on it. So once again, I'm gonna try to take that metal piece off of the wire. So I'm gonna clamp the wire down. Clamp the wire down there. Try to pull on this piece over here. And we're gonna try to heat that up. So any soldering master is probably gonna tell me what's the problem. I have my soldering gun set to 480. That might be too low. I don't know. That's probably why I'm having so much problems with this thing. Could beef it up. Let's do 500. All right, now we're locked in at 500. Oh, look at that. I'm still having problems. Must be really bad at soldering because I can't get this off. Still tempting. Holy crap. Man, that's a pain in the neck. Meanwhile, watch me put this on with like no effort required. Oh, I need my loom. Almost forgot the loom. Almost forgot the sheets of loom, the little loom. Alright, give me 1 second. Gotta grab some loom. Put the loom back on. So that's on, barely. It's barely on, isn't it? Yeah, it's on enough. Alright, let's trim this other side up, which is the positive. But we get that where we can see it. And we're gonna just, right there. I could have sworn I had another piece of loom. I dropped it somewhere. Or rolled off the thing. So long and behold, this one has a piece of metal stuck to it too. So let me take 12 years to try to get that off first. Found the loom. Where did this come from? What is this? What is this piece? I'm not doing a live. Where the heck did this come from? Man. I have no idea. Watch me watch this video back and I'll find out where this piece came from. Which doesn't look like anything to do with what I'm doing. I've never seen this piece before. Although it does look like it can connect to the light or something. Moving on. We're going to put that way out of the frame. Have the loom on there. Let's get this piece off. So now I'm gonna line that piece up. Burning my finger. That's on. Turn the soldering gun off. So if you want to see the soldering, that's the soldering iron that I have. Alright. So I'm clamp that. I'm gonna do the same. Warm these up. Shrink them up. The other thing that I don't like with using the lighter for shrink wrap is that if you hold it in the wrong position, it doesn't burn. I guess it is burning, but it yeah, look, ouch. So you see how like my finger got the dust on it? It like puts the dust, and then your fingerprint can lay on it. Oh, that thing is hot. Probably breaking the bulb. Alright, let's see them fire them up. Nice. Alrighty. Alright, so now. Oh, no, that's not the. No, it's not the one that I want. The thing's not over, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hit you guys with the BRB. I'm going to leave the audio on, but I'm going to put all the electric soldering stuff away because I'm still doing the other video, which I'm recording to make the video on how to install this and how to, or what's inside, the what's inside video and all that. So let me get these pieces up and away. That soldering station is really nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Alrighty, so now so to catch up where I was on the video, oh, I have these lights still out. Get those away. I had this. These were in the actual bumper already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the truck close to me. Then I'm going to get, this is the left side. This is the right side. I'm not really going to worry about the thread lock for these, but we need these bent on a 90. So we're just going to go ahead and bend these on the 90 like that. So that way we can fit them in there like that. And then we're going to get this piece together again. So that way it looks like we started the video right back where we were, or where we left off. And then I'll just cut the video together. Well, not. Sorry about the blur. So I have that installed now. It looks good. I could go all the way down, but I don't want to go crazy squeezing this stupid thing. worst case scenario, and why the reason why I keep all my other screws, if this screw does pop out and I lose it, I will have the factory screw that came with the actual truck, and that goes to the actual bumper, the other bumper. Now, with that being said, I'm freaking out, so I'm going to put thread lock. I need to clean this thread lock because it looks like crap. I forgot to bend the bulb. So we're going to bend the bulb. All right. There we go. Bulb is pretty much bent. It's not even bending the bulb, it's bending the tabs on the bulb. I'm like, we're gonna bend the bulb. No, we're not. We're bending the tabs on the bulb. All right, we'll try to line that up, which I think that's good. Let's get this bad boy going. Where is the screw? What a pain in the neck. All right, we're finally clear. And we're good to go. All right, so this is where I'm going to be picking up the video again. All right, so we have both of the lights installed on the actual bumper itself. The bumper mounts and plates are in place. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to get the bumper to slide back. So they have these C channels on the inside of the bumper. Hope you guys can see that. There you go. So there's a C channel on there and a C channel on this side. So what we're just trying to do is get that onto this plastic piece that is blurred out like crazy. There we go. So this plastic piece right here is where those C channels are going to lock into. It's probably going to be like a rolling technique. The way we rolled it off, we'll roll it back on. Probably be easier. The easier way to go. Just due to the wire harness. And that's exactly how it attached, just rolling it back on. Can you focus on the down, please? Thank you. So that lines up, as you can see there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna prop this thing up somehow. Get something to prop this up. There we go. Perfect. All right. We're gonna go into the parts bin and grab one of these big mushroom screws. There's gonna be a 1 such and such screw. So if you don't want to replace this with one of these screws, you can replace it because these other screws are black. So being that they're both machined, one's threaded a little bit tighter than the other. And just continue on with this. That comes with it. Get a whole gob of Loctite because we don't want this to fall out ever because it's the bumper. If we need a tow, you don't want that to. You don't want the bumper to just rip off if somebody tries to tow us. We don't want to look like a clown, that doesn't know how to put a bumper on. So I want a whole chunk of Loctite for what I just realized was no reason because this piece is made out of plastic. So we just put Loctite into plastic. Hope it doesn't eat away the plastic. So don't do the Loctite on that one. Don't follow my techniques. Right? I'm going to snap the wire back into place right there. Now I'm going to rotate to the other side and minus the thread lock. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. mushroom head screw. And of course it's blurring up because it's just, come on, there we go. So try to make sure that wire gets out from underneath the screw. And we're gonna drive the screw all the way down. And we wanna make it, you know, snug. All right, so make sure the screw is snug. Then we're gonna line up the wire and drop it into that little channel so it looks professional. And there we go. So we're looking good. The wire should be out of the way. Now, let me clean up this. I'm gonna clean this up real quick. Hey, bro. Hey, what's up? Who's that? EKTA. What's going on, man? Just doing a video on making a video while doing a live stream. All right. So what we should have done in the beginning was put these things on, these brackets on. So I'm gonna show you guys the red brackets we should have put on already. These things, I know what these are for, and I believe they're for something to do with the wiring, to keep the wiring in place. But as you can see, we didn't have any trouble with the wiring because we just used the standard wiring kit that was already in there. So now on my confidence monitor, it looks dark, but on my other screen, it looks dark as well. So I don't know. I don't know which one to go by. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these hooks in now. I got thread lock all over me. I believe it's gonna be these small little bolts. So what we're looking for is it should just push in on one side and then thread in on the other side. So I want the screw to be facing on the outside of the bumper. All right. So just test to see which way the screw just pushes in, and then we're going to rotate it and basically get it in place. So I'm going to hook that right to this one. Okay, so when you're holding it, you're going to see, hope you guys can see all that. You're going to see all that hook and all that stuff. Now, I'm going to place it down right in the same orientation. I'm going to get it ready on the screw driver. Then I'm going to get some thread lock. I can't wait to turn this thing on and see what it looks like. So we're going to push through with the thread lock on. And we're going to tighten it down. All right. So now because you have the thread lock on there, you don't have to make it crazy tight. I mean, it's up to you. It's your truck and everything. As you can see, it's already emerging. It's already popping out on the other side. I'm trying to be all fancy using big words. But I want it to be loose enough to move around because I'm not worried about my paint job, you know. So, and then plus, if I need a toe out, I want somebody to be able to just, you know, tilt it up and grab it. You should not be affected with the Loctite with this one. It has a lot of play in it, so that feels good. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Oh my God, if I could grab a screw with these meat claws. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to push and make sure that it threads through on one side. That's all good to go. Prep the screw on the screwdriver. dropped the Loctite all over the place. Ugh. So we're going to use that last bit of Loctite. I'm going to leave that there so I can use the rest of that. Alright. So this one I'm not going to zoom in. You guys can see what I'm doing from there. So we're just going to lock that, line that boy up. And I got it held in the wrong spot. So I have enough Loctite on here to probably glue the truck together. I cannot see what I'm doing. Oh my god, okay, I gotta back up. Hold on. Yeah, okay, I thought so. I went the wrong way. Alrighty. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so once I start seeing it pop out on the other side, that's when I'm pretty much stopping. And my screwdriver's stuck. So, the 12 pounds of Loctite, you gotta wipe that down. This stuff ain't cheap, man. Loctite is like gas right now. I just realized that this little thing costs about like $10. But I'll be honest with you, I can't tell you how many times I spilt it and used it. Alrighty. Alright, so not for nothing, but we're all done with the front assembly, which is dope. Okay. So now the front assembly is all done up. Let's see how it looks in the overhead. Very, very nice. So, because I have the artificial winch, I think... Do you gotta take that grill off? Nope. Alright, so it's finicky to get that in there because it has the artificial winch. Oh man, that looks pretty good though. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Let's get some close-ups on this bad boy. Let's get in there. Alrighty. So I know it's a little blurry, but it looks good. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Alright, the only thing that I don't like is the winch gives it issues to come out. Okay, let's see what the lights look like. I'm gonna plug in all the lights. So because I have the light kit, I think they're gonna go nuts right now because I don't have the remote on. What's happened? Did the battery finally not let it turn on anymore? What happened here? Do I have a bad connection? What the hell? I don't know what's going on. I guess maybe the ohms are too... Maybe I didn't wire it the way they wired it. But Those are my green lights. Those are my green lights in there. They look good. Let's see how this looks with minimum lighting on. So now, I don't know what is going on. Maybe I'm going to rewire these by myself. But when I remove the battery and then insert the battery, okay, it's working now. It's not being a butthole. No. Okay. Alright, so that's on. Alright. So it looks good, it's working. Alright, let's get this back into place. Give me 1 second. It's like the Predator camera. It's over my shoulder. Okay, so my bulbs are working. They're looking good. Now, okay, so let's explain it. I just lost a light. Hold on. Oh, there you go. All right. Okay, so due to the fake winch, it's not difficult to take the body off, but it's different. So like when you pop it up, you have to slide it back. All right. And then putting it on, it's like you have to slide it up against every single one of the bumps. But then, irrelevant to doing that, the body still catches on. You can't even see it because it's focusing on the damn tire. But the body still catches on the front piece right here. Like right before the wires and everything. So it's a little aggravating because what that's going to be is that's going to mean that trying to put the body on quick. I mean, if you get your finger inside the front and push it, it snaps into place real quick, and then you get the whole thing. Why isn't it locked down? What's going on now? Now it's not locking? What, I break you in 5 seconds? There we go. Wow, I didn't get it locked in place. All right, so that's the that's the con of it, of the front bumper. But this bumper is ridiculous. I love the way it looks. Yep, this is one of my favorite bumpers for the Defender. It looks sick. I got Loctite on the hood. Unreal. Alright, so that's the installation of the front bumper. Now we're going to do the rear. But before I finish that. So you're going to be left over with a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch, but a couple of different items. All right, let me clean up. Let me clean up and get ready for the next video. I got screws dropping everywhere. Alright, so let me wrap this video up. Okay, so after installing the front bumper, I have the light kit still in hand because I have the upgraded light kit on the Defender. So like I said, if you already have the upgraded light kit on the Defender and you follow this video and you don't want to go crazy wiring a whole new wiring kit, I would just put the lights in the bumper the way I did showing you there. My color looks different because I swapped out the bulbs on a live stream. So that's why it looks different. But if you have these, you know, just you could put them into the front. And you're going to have a couple of screws left over. I didn't really have a manual, so I don't know exactly where these screws go. I don't see anything that needs the rest of the screws. So I'm just going to put everything in a plastic bag unless I find out what I need that for. And then I'm going to switch over and do the rear bumper and installation now. Alright, so on this video, I have this kit, obviously, and this is going to be either a continuation. Yeah, it's going to be a continuation of this video. Alright, so now, you know we did the front bumper, now we're going to do the rear bumper, and let's just get to it. So this is everything that I have, the kit in hand. Let's dump everything out. So we get the bumper. We get this bumper plate attachment and then some hardware here. I'm going to dump out the hardware. So on this one I have a light kit as well, which this light kit is going to be interesting. Okay, so this is cool because it comes with the... I really like this bumper because it comes with the actual hitch, because I have the trailer on the Defender, so I need this. And not for nothing, but it looks like you could change the stages in the hitch. I mean, you can't go all the way back like this unless you modify the hitch yourself, but you have 3 different points. So here, medium, and then the furthest out it goes. So short, medium, and then the furthest out it goes. So that's pretty cool that you got options there. And the hitch is basically gonna set up like this. Alright, so let's get this thing set up, man. Let's do this thing. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take out the mounting bracket, because I want to see what it looks like. It's just a drop down bracket. It looks like it's a little loose, so this might not be assembled. If it's not, this is exactly how it needs to be assembled. Okay, so you got those C channels there. Hopefully this video will help you out with the assembly, if you have to assemble it, if yours is not assembled. This is where the bumper connects to, clearly. And then the C channels are going to be where it actually connects to the truck. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you guys what I'm going to do with this in a minute. Let's set up the bumper. I want to set up the actual hitch on the bumper so it's all ready to go and everything. So what screws are going to be for that, I do not know, because again, there's no instruction manual. I don't know if there's one on their website. Most likely at the end of this video I will find that, and there will be one on the website. So I'm going to take these short stubby screws, I think. Have 1, 2, 3 of those. those look like that's going to be what I want in here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some thread lock. Again, dump some thread lock on there. We're gonna put this. We're gonna put the actual bracket, the mounting bracket in position. So you have one flat side and then one side with this raised part. So the raised part is gonna go into the groove on the bumper, like that. All right, and I just realized that I have a light kit on this car, so I need to retrieve my light kit hitch. So we're gonna pause this video and we're gonna go and grab the hitch, the light kit hitch. So we're gonna unplug the truck. No, it's on this side of the truck, I keep forgetting. So we're gonna remove the rear bumper on this truck because I need to access the light hitch and everything. So what we're going to be removing is going to be the inner screws. So right here, because I believe the bracket that we have is going to go all the way over to this point. So we're going to be taking out this screw, setting it down there, roll over, and we're going to be, come on, focus. Serious right now? Removing this screw. Alrighty. And with that, we can remove the actual whole bumper plate. Now, as you can see, I'm still connected here, but I need to do the wiring, so I'm going to unplug this connection piece. This connection piece is the actual harness for my trailer. So I'm going to set the truck aside right now. And these two pieces are, yep, 1.5 mil. So we're going to unscrew these because I just need the wiring kit right now. So we're going to put that to the side and remove the wiring kit. Now, this piece is going to go here. So I'm going to put the wiring kit on the bumper first. I'm going to get this screw ready again. So you see how that goes, the wiring kit. Then again, this piece is going to have that raised part. So that raised part is going to be on the front end. So we're going to line it up like that. And then we're going to drop the screw down with thread lock. There we go. Let me get another screw. So now, unfortunately, I could feel that. So we got another screw, and we're gonna tighten that up. Make sure you get these nice and snug because it feels like probably about like five or six threads got in to the aluminum because these screws are a little short. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold this. I'm gonna show you guys real quick what I'm talking about. Yeah, so 5 or 6 threads got in, so you could see how much thread you got in there. I wouldn't go crazy replacing the screws because there's not enough meat into the aluminum. But it does work. It looks like it's set up good. And then on top of that, this screw, I believe, is to hold the ball hitch in place. So now I'm going to set this at I think I'm going to set it in the medium position, so the middle position. Then I'm going to get my thread lock. And I'm still going to use thread lock to put this guy in. That is too much thread lock. And this screw is not going to work for that, so that's good to know. I wonder if that's the wrong screw for that. So I have a long screw. I'm going to try this one in the middle. I think it plays around too much, but let's see. Locked up pretty good. I have slight wiggle, but I did put that screw tight. So now that's basically what we're looking at. Alright. Is it too dark? If I raise it this bright, is it going to look different? Just checking out my brightness. Hold on. That thing is hot. Oof. Should I be that bright? Oh my goodness. Let's do 60. I'll do 55. 55 or 45. There we go. Maybe I'm too dark with my videos. I don't know. All right, so we got the wiring harness all linked up to the actual aluminum bumper from Endura. What else do we need to do? We need to connect this bumper bracket, drop-down bracket piece to the actual bumper itself, which I believe is going to be done with these screws. So I'm going to do that with this screw, because these are the ones that I used on the front to lock down the front bumper. So I hope you guys could see how I'm connecting that. Alright, I have the whole unit upside down. I'm just going to drop this into place here with thread lock poured all over it, because without thread lock, you know, nothing is going to stay together. It's another screw here. Some more thread lock. This camera is not keeping up on me. So there's where we're going. So clockwise is going to get this tight down, snug. 1, 2. Then you can just go ahead and wipe off the excess thread lock. So if I didn't say it in a while, I do recommend all the aluminum pieces with thread lock on them, because every time I do a build and I don't put thread lock on anything, what happens is that the screws actually start to shimmy out. Somehow I've lost screws on links. I've drove some of my trucks with links missing from the front. And everything. I think I put the wrong bolts in over there. These bolts are in the side over here. It's probably going to require that too. So these bolts came in. I'm just taking them out, putting thread lock to make sure that they don't loosen up. So the last thing I want is a bumper falling off. How embarrassing would that be? Well, it's not embarrassing, but it just goes to show. Well, it doesn't go to show anything. It's just like, yo, my bumper fell off. Like, yo, homie's bumper fell off. So we're going to put some thread lock. Flip this thing back around. Snug. I think I put the wrong bolts in here. I really need to look on the website to see if they have like a thing to show you how to set this up. So on this bumper, there's no lights, all right? But on this bumper right here, check out what they give you. They give you the mounting holes for like light covers. So if I put the bulb in, I think maybe I use this thing. So I need a baby screw. So I'm going to take this little thin baby screw. I'm going to run it through this thing. I'm just assuming here that this is how this works. Let's see how it goes. So the threads are holding on, so I'm going to back this out so that way I can thread it into the throw some thing on there. Let me see if I can. I can't even. Give me a second. I'm not looking at the confidence monitor. And this thing is swimming all over the place. It's swimming all over the place, but now it's working. I think I got the screws too long. But let me get some of that thread lock out of there. I'm done. I'm like, oh, you guys watch Urban Crawlers? Yeah, the guy that puts an abundance of thread lock on his shit? Yeah, hell yeah. Watch that dude. So that screw is definitely too big for that spot, so we're going to back that out. It's just touching bottom right now. But I believe this is what is supposed to be done with that that little plastic piece. So I'm grabbing a smaller screw, and because it's in aluminum, I'm going to douse it with the lock of the thread. Now I'm Yoda. Then I'm going to go try to put this back. Oh yeah, definitely. That's holding on nice and snug now. Very nice. Very, 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 very nice indeed. Alrighty, so let's show it off. clear up. So that clamp grabbed onto both wires. If you could see that. So it looks good. Now we're going to bend it. I should have bent it slower, but whatever. So we're going to bend it like so the wires are not just sticking straight out. You don't have to bend it as fast as I just did. I'm just being stupid because I'm trying to get this video done up. So there we go. Yeah, I think these are good here. Alright, so let's do the other side. At least I know which one I need now. So with this stupid thing, it's you see how that hole you could it's big enough to push the screw through, and then this hole is like covered up. So I put this side facing up. If that makes any type of sense. So that hole facing up is facing up this way. The light is down, and then I'm going to clamp it over the two wires like that. All right, and then I'm going to put this into the aluminum with that screw. With this little, it's like a little nubby. It looks big in the video camera, but it's like one of the smallest ones there. It's got a flat top, so it's a flat top nubby screw. Don't forget to add your mile of thread lock. Mile of thread lock. And then we're gonna drop that in there. Drop the light in. Rotate that where we need it. I should have pulled that piece of plastic off. It's gonna... Oh no, okay, it's working. Sweet. I can't believe I got that in that one shot. So boom. So now that that's there again, we're gonna bend the wires slowly. I'm gonna bend them slowly so you guys can see this time. All right. So there's like a bump right here on the aluminum. I'm tucking it into the bump. I didn't do it on this side because I did this side stupid fast, but I'm tucking it into under the bump. So when you look at it from the top, see how like this side is a little bit nicer with the wire than this side is. So this is looking at it from the top and everything. Alright, so we're good to go. We got our lights in. And if we were able to hook those directly up to the whatchamacallits, that would be awesome. Okay, so whatever you do, do not run everything through the middle here because that's where your body's going to clamp onto. So I'm going to snake this one through and I'm going to go to the back. I hope you guys could... I hope this is making sense and you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to snake it through this part of the bumper, and then I'm going to do the same thing with this piece here. Well, actually, this one I'm going to leave out because when I attach it to the truck itself, do I want it out? Yeah, because I don't know where this light is going to get connected to just yet. So for now, I'm leaving it out. If you want, you can go in this way and then up and around. I do not know how you're going to be able to hold it down and out of the way of this center piece here. Because when we put the body on, that's where the clip is going to go down. So the center piece needs to be clear. So just be mindful of that on how you wire it up. So now we just have to push the aluminum bumper into these pieces right here, which that makes no sense because What is going on? It makes no sense because there's nothing there to hold it on. Give me a second. What is going on? Alright, so let me take this piece off. Maybe I need this piece over there. Let's see. Alright, so counterclockwise, gonna take this one out. Yo, watch when I'm done this video in the live stream. It's gonna be an instruction video on the actual thing. Yep. So this piece has to come out, and then it goes into there like so. You could use new screws or the original ones that were with your truck. It's up to you. I'm gonna use the original ones because they're dark. You know, they're black. I don't want to mix match the black and chrome screws. So the same thing goes. We got to get around that piece. So now we have that piece attached to the truck. Now we can attach to the frame, which makes sense. And then we're going to take the original screws that we took off of that and just put them back. Clockwise is going to get that done. Rotate the vehicle. Find that other screw. I'll just get that down in there too. Alrighty. Alright, so we took the long way, but we figured it out. So we have the rear bumper assembly done. Again, I'm not sure where these wires are going to go. I'm going to use this piece. So I'm going to put this here. And then I'm going to plug in the light kit with the wire harness like meshed in with the light kit. So it's holding it pretty much in place. So that's how it's looking. Let's get the old bumper out of the way. Let's close this up. Alright. I got the thread lock all over the place, man. Alright. Alright. So everything's hooked up. If I plug this piece into here, I won't get trailer lights, but I'll get backup lights. So let's see. What color are these lights? They're red. The lights come in red. Alrighty, so the lights come in red. That I didn't know. I wasn't ready for that. Let's see, let's turn that one off. There we go. So the lights come in red when you're all said and done and you wire it up. I have the light kit, the wiring harness. I have the light kit for the actual Defender itself, and I have the wiring harness for the trailer, which I'm going to grab right now. So the trailer has its light kit on it too. I'm going to snap that on there. And then I'm going to plug in the light for the trailer. So that plugs in. Now the only problem is that I only have, this thing is wired up to one thing. I either need another splitter or I need to cut the wires and wire it up myself, because other than that, this is supposed to go to the truck. Wiring like so. So let me just get this back out of the way. Wire this into the truck. Get the front sliding forward. So I'm not gonna lie, with the winch in the front, it makes it a little bit annoying. I can't do it this way because there's a there we go. Oh, so I'm having problems in the rear. Okay, so I'm having problems all over the place. So what's happening is that the this bar here is snagging on all the wires that are going over the top right here. So this whole platform needs to be kept clear. So we're going to take these wires down. We're going to go back underneath. I'm going to take this wire off. I'm going to go underneath here this way, around this way, and then I'm going to just plug in over here without the drama of that. This, I'm going to switch over, so I switch it over to this side too. I don't know how I'm going to get this one wired up. This piece, I really don't want it to be hanging the way it's almost hanging. There's some wire clips in there. They're not going to really hold on a lot of stuff. Maybe I got to tap into this harness somehow, but either which way, they don't give you a lot of room to play with to figure which side you want to go on. But any which way, you got to come from the bottom, and then this goes on the top. That's gonna go on the top there. This one I would just hold. So I'm just looping that to keep it up out of the way for right now. Connect this one for the lights on the truck. Then I'm gonna do the painful, slide that in, push. You gotta push the actual piece down. I'm not too happy with this thing the way it is going right now. I'm having a lot of difficulty getting the truck, the body on, and it's getting me frustrated. Let me get this thing off here. Like now in the front, I'm having problems with the wiring kit, which that in itself is my fault because nope, it came off. The wiring kit came out of place. So this, because it's right there in the way now, it so now again I gotta push that forward. So I got to physically get inside here, push that thing forward, make sure that that wire didn't pop out of that place. And then in the back, it's given me a lot of troubles to clip onto the back. So to clip onto the back right here, like look, it's giving me trouble just getting off. Oh, there we go. So you really like gotta force it now. Whew. It's chunky. Alright, so the truck is like crazy heavy. Alright, closing comments. It's gonna be on these bumpers. The kit is awesome. I love the way the bumpers look, front and rear. But I will be 100% honest with you. The installation, there's no instructions that come with the kit, so I don't know about that. You know, that's a company thing. They look amazing. I love the way the bumpers look. Now the only problem is that there's no wiring harness. Let me get this thing off and show you guys. There's no wiring kit for the actual extra wire, extra lights that they give you on the back bumper. So they give you extra 2 red light bulbs on the back bumper, but they leave you high and dry with where to wire it. I guess if you just have the one wiring kit going to the front and you use that kit for your front bumper, then you could plug this in. But even still, like, then I can't get it to plug in unless I go over the top here and then I plug in, which I'm going to show you why that's no good, because now these small wires that they gave us, they don't they don't play nice with the body at all, because this piece right here on the body wants to sit on this frame, and because of that, it doesn't allow the body to sit down. And then with the front end, if you do not use this wiring harness that already comes with the truck, it sounds like I'm complaining around it, but it's the truth. If you don't use this wiring harness that comes with the truck and you try to implement the wiring harness that they gave you with the bumper kit, what's going to happen is that you need to emulate the exact same path that these wires are taking, but because of the winch in the front that I don't see a way to take it off, I'm gonna do that right now and see if I can take it off. But because of the winch in the front, it has to slide forward in a weird way to get into the grill of the bumper. Let me get close to show you guys. Let me get this thing right up here. I want this right up on top of here, because I love showing instead of just talking about it. So it has to go under. It can't just drop in. It has to go under. And then when it goes under, I need a flashlight. Give me 1 second. So if you look right there, this is too much of a light. Wow. I don't have a regular light. Maybe this might be too low. Give me 1 second. It's this camera. This camera can't grasp that concept of this thing. All right, let me move this over. All right, overhead. Okay, so when you're, I have to do this with the overhead because yeah, it's showing. So when you're trying to put this down, that clip gets immediately stuck on the front of the clip that it needs to connect to. Stop blurring out the good parts. So I want you to concentrate your eye right here. If this thing would stop focusing on stupidness. So right where those wires are running through the back of that bracket is where that clip for the body is getting stuck on. So to eliminate that, you physically got to put your hand. To eliminate that, you physically got to put your hand inside, push it forward as you can push the whole thing forward with your finger to get it underneath the bumper grill, and then it'll go down. It's actually locked into, nope. Thought it was. So now it's locked into place. Okay. So we have that situated now. Now the issue is, look at this wire jam up in the back. Try to hold this where you guys can see this crap. Well, not crap, but yeah, look at that. So if you see right here, there's a black wire, negative wire going right across the thing. Those wires are getting jammed up out of the way, in the way. So now, what do I got to do? I got to stick my finger in the back and separate the wires, because now I'm Moses separating the C. Then you got to push the body down. Is it locked on yet? I can't even tell if it's locked on. Yeah, it's locked on now. Now it's locked on. Sweet Lord Jeebus. So now it's locked on. So that's a lot to go through just to lock it on and everything. So it gets a little frustrating with these bumpers and whatnot. Let me fix that camera angle again. Give me 1 second. Don't throw up. I'll put you to the overhead. I'll zoom you out. Okay, so unfortunately, all right. So that's basically the con, and it's a big con with these bumpers. Okay, so now let's stop crying about the con and let's figure out how to get it done. So if you have the wiring harness for the actual trailer, you're going to want to run it on the outside. Okay. When this video is complete, it's not doing for the live. I got 3 people watching right now. Well, 2 people watching right now. So when the video comes out and it's all edited, the wires that I put in are already done. This wire is completely, in my opinion, it's garbage. It's way, 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 way too short for what we need. This needs to be completely ran around the side or along with this wire. So in drawer, you guys dropped the ball on that. I'll rewire this myself when I get a chance. But it should have rewired with this kit and went along with this. And I'm not going to say that they should have made a male-female connector piece. Could they have done it? Yes, but they would have charged you more for the bumpers, and then people probably wouldn't have bought them. I have no idea. I'm not a marketing person or whatever. But the best way to get these wires up out of the way is to put them up on the driver's side. Loop your trailer wires on the opposite side. Plug them in. Plug the trailer wire in, because you can see everything that I'm doing, right? So we're going to plug the trailer wire in, and then looping the trailer wire over to the driver's side, you're going to get this piece, if you have it, and go under, and then plug in the rest of your your Defender kit because I have the light kit. If you do not have the light kit or the trailer kit, and this piece is actually sold separately as well, from Traxxas, I think. But say you don't have the light kit and you just have this piece connected, unscrew the bumper. I would say to unscrew the bumper, right? And then just run this bad boy over the top, which I think I could just do it this way without unscrewing the bumper. Yep. So this blue wire is not here. So just run it over the top and then plug it into your ECU and putting the wires up this way. You shouldn't have any issue with it. Let's see. Yeah, so you shouldn't have any issues with the wires running them up this way. Okay, if you're nervous, no, that's not gonna work. If you're nervous, try to get some zip ties, which we have zip ties actually. I just realized that now. So what I'm gonna do, because I'm trying to do these videos as if I'm a person, I'm brand new and I don't have all these extra equipment, tools and everything. The kit was supplied with 4 zip ties. The only thing is that if I'm not mistaken, these 4 zip ties were supplied with the front bumper. But if you get both bumpers, then hopefully that utilizes that. I'm not 100% sure if it came with both or just one. So I'm going to grab a zip tie on the back end here. And because I have the trailer wire, I'm going to zip tie this to this here. So I'm going to tuck that, wrap that around this way. Can you guys see that? Alright, so let me flip it over so you guys can see. So I got the trailer wires going there. I'm going to put another zip tie right here. So yes, I'm putting the zip tie in a specific way. So if you could see the zip tie, I have it this way. The reason why is because when I cut it, I want the bottom piece to be underneath back here, underneath the frame. So that is on purpose why I'm putting the zip tie the way I am. So now I have it clamped down. I got the wires ran over the top. Okay, if you have any screws there, just try to run it through the screws. So you see how like I could just move them out of the way and I can see the screws. So that way if I have to do any type of maintenance to get to a screw, I don't have to cut my zip tie right away. Now I'm just trying to tighten this up as much as I can. So that's there. We're good to go. Let me get a wire cutter. Wire cutter. And then get underneath here. Wire cutter, pair of scissors, whatever you have on hand. But now you can see. Nope, no, you can't see. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. For the love of Jeebus. So now you can see where the head of the zip tie went down here. Okay, and then this one I have sitting right there, so that's fine. I'm gonna clip that one. 2. And then we have one more, so I can put the other one down here as well, which I did this way. Sorry, I wasn't showing. So if you want to, you can put one right here as well. It doesn't look like it really needs it, so I'm gonna put this one on this side. And the reason why I say it looks like it doesn't need it is because the shrink wrap is holding the wires in place. So I'm gonna run the wire over the top of this bolt over here, and then I'm gonna put the zip tie right here again with the zip tie close to the tire, the thick part of the zip tie close to the tire. So when we rotate it and tuck it in, it's underneath the ECU receiver. All right, so there we go again. Nice and tight. And now we're going to get the wire cutters to cut that off. Perfect. So now you can see the two wire cutters. The zip ties are like down there. Nobody can really see them. Doesn't look bad on the sides. All right, so instead of complaining about it, that's how I fixed it. And we're good to go there. The only problem is in the front, we're still going to have the issue where the... sorry. I did it again. We're only going to have the issue where this piece is in the way. Okay? So now, I do have the issue still that I do not have a spot for this thing to plug into because I have too many lights right now. I'm gonna see if I can get another. If I can get another three-way adapter, or yeah, three-way adapter, then I could just plug these right in. But as of now, this is just gonna stay right here. I don't really need the bumper lights, but I know I have them, so that's cool. Until I wire them up. So now that's all set up. Those wires will never get in the way again. So now you just gotta train yourself to always be on the passenger side of the vehicle. Push, get your finger right on the back of this. You're going to push forward. Your finger's going to be on an angle on the side. So you're just going to push forward. And as you push forward, I'm not even holding the back of the truck. I'm putting my hand on the front bumper. As you push forward, you can feel that you're lining up the body mount to be right in its position. And then it'll get locked on. And as you can see, it's locked on. You can hardly see. There we go. So it's locked on into place. The rear locked on. No issues. We're not crushing any of the wires with that bar in the back right there. So it's looking really good. The installation is pretty dope now. And then the truck doesn't want to respond because you've had the transmitter off for so long. So you unplug it, plug it back in. So I'm going to be honest with you, it's kind of tight back here. So sometimes you just got to put your hands on the bumper and push down. And just be careful you don't crush the cage and everything. But the look of the bumper, it's ridiculous. Look at this back bumper. The fitment. So you see how much it fits? I guess that's why it gives the issue, because there's no real play for it. But everything's connected, man. We got the ball hitch hooked up. It looks good. Hell yeah. That looks good. Alright. So now I'll plug this. Plug that in. Plug the trailer hitch in. I'm trying to hit a different. I'm sorry. Trying to hit a different mode on the lights so they do something else. The back is like locking but not locking. What the heck is going on? No, it's locking. All right. Sweet. My face is in the... Oh my God, my head is all up in that place, in the camera. My bad about the camera with my face in it and whatnot. It looks awesome. I love the green lights in the front. So the main thing that I forgot to put on the back bumper, because I got onto the rant on how much the bumpers were kicking my butt. I forgot to put the little red hooks on the back of the bumper. So the red hooks got to go back on the back of the bumper. Is there any way to hold this up here like this? Oh, can we do the video like this? Oh no. Get ready for some, what is that called? Get ready for some thread lock, ladies and gentlemen, because we're back at it. I forgot what screws I used for the front. Oh, these. Okie doke. So I'm grabbing this screw. Jesus Christmas. I'm grabbing this screw. Some thread lock. And again, the screw should push through. The screw should push through on one side. So I'm just going to line it up because I want the screw facing out. Get it into the position. And then I'm just going to put it slightly snug and it should move freely. All right. And we're going to do the same thing with the other side. 2 seconds, get these back on. Have no idea how I'm going to chop up this video. How I'm going to chop up this live stream to get this video to work. But it's going to be some kind of miracle thing. So again, the screw should just push through. Up. The screw should just push through. And then we could screw it down. Again, right there. Get off. Thread lock will ensure that you'll never lose those bad boys. So that's cool. Alright. Woo! And I wasted a lot of thread lock again. Always, always. Alright, so the bumpers. Yeah, they look good. A lot of work just for bumpers, man. Holy crap. Let's see. Boom. Yeah, looks good. Alrighty. So that's the end of the video work that I wanted to do. The live stream is still going. What's up, whoever you are watching? Now, my biggest question was that this battery was supposed to die. So let's see where this thing is at. Jesus Christmas, 13%. 13%. When does this thing stop running? That's what my question is. I want to know when this thing dies out because I'm trying to do a video about batteries and everything. So with all these mega lights on, did I do it again? Yeah, I did. There we go. Oh, you put it back on. Yeah, it's on crawler mode. I'm just gonna run this around the house a little bit. Try to get that percentage down. I want to see. Come on. want to see if the truck will stop itself. Like from running. When does that happen? When does the protection kick in for the LiPo batteries? That's my question. Oh, well, that thing handled it. Alright. So what I want to do is run this thing around ragged. So I can kill the battery. And find out when the actual battery dies. So while I do that, you guys can keep this thing. My other truck just got stuck. So I'm whipping out this bad boy to go get it because I watched too much of Matt's off-road recovery, and I watched too much of the, what is that, the rap, oh my god, what's the name of that other company? It's Matt's Off-Road Recovery and somebody else that I watch. Oh my god, I can't believe it. The Fab Rats. Jesus Christmas, I can't believe I forgot their name. So I watched too much of that stuff. So I'm about to go make a recovery. The Defender's stuck on my end table, well, underneath my end table, with the trailer connected to it, with my flashlight in it. Does that make sense? So what I'm doing right now is making a Matt's Off-Road recovery rope to go get my truck. Literally, I didn't even turn. Hey, what are you doing? Don't turn it off because you're active, man. What's going on here? And then I'll come back and I'll explain this truck, what I just did to it the other night. Oh, it's not on the right. This thing is so funny. So this turned off because I'm not on the right truck. You see it says Shade. Shade is another truck of mine. So I have to go down and put this to, I think it's truck 3. Yep, there it goes. And there we go. So, back to the recovery. I need this bad boy because he's part of my recovery team. Because my other recovery truck is like on hiatus right now. No, not on hiatus, but he's on the sidelines a little bit. I don't know if this is enough. So I'm going to put this through here. Make a loop. Go back. That's not going to work. We're going to cut that. I'm going to cut this and this is not going to work. Watch. It's definitely not going to work. Because I'm going to try to make a loop back. There we go. So, my other recovery truck is... I don't know where I put the remote control right now. So this is supposed to be like a support truck for that recovery truck. Blah, 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 blah. Because I'm a dork like that. And so basically we lost the keys to the real wrecker or recovery truck as I make my Matt's Off-Road recovery rope right here. So I want it that big so that way I can make a loop in it or tie it to something. Yeah, that's dope. So I can't believe I'm doing this fast. So my own Matt's Off-Road recovery rope, which is basically a Yankum rope. So the actual company is called Yankum Rope. I wish they made scale Yankum ropes, but they don't. So I got that going on. I'll show you guys my other recovery truck. Give me a second. So this is the regular recovery truck, and this is the backup to the said recovery truck and everything. So this one goes out. This is the anchor. This is the pole. Whatever. Or whatever you want to say it is. That's what I call it. Like I said, I watch too much Matt's Off-Road recovery and whatnot. But back to my Yankum rope. Because I want to go recover my truck. So now to make these loops pretty much the same, we're gonna go this way, like this. And that looks pretty good right there. Heat that up. Oh. You know, not for nothing, should have put a piece of zip tie underneath. I think my Yankum rope ain't gonna do nothing. I think it's gonna open up or whatever. I'm gonna get my phone and record it. Give me a second. Let me grab my phone. So I believe that's not gonna hold, so I'm gonna put 2 zip ties on it. We're gonna set up the camera. Oops. So this is Urban Crawlers Off-Road Recovery. So we're gonna set up the phone. Remember, before doing any videos, to wipe your phone down of any debris. So there we go. That's good there. So like I said, I don't think this is gonna hold on its own, so I'm gonna put the zip ties on it. I believe the oh no. Oh Jesus Christmas. I believe that the this thing won't hold it down. The heat shrink. So I'm tightening these up. Oh yeah. Matt's Off-Road Recovery. Boom. So the only thing is I don't have anywhere for this thing to really hold on to over here. I guess we're gonna clamp onto this. Better not pull too hard. I don't have soft shackles. No, that's gonna. I'm setting up for one of those blooper reels if I hold on to that thing. So I'm gonna go through and around on this because this thing's connected to the frame. So before it pulls on the back of this bumper piece, before it pulls on the back of this plastic piece for the body, it's actually connected to the bumper. So this should be a good tug right here. I need a soft shackle because I have D-rings on the front of the truck. So I'm just going to use this zip tie as a soft shackle real quick, and I'm going to go do all that, and then I'll show you guys the video. So I'll be right back. All right, nobody's watching now, but that's okay. I understand. I get it. All right. So if you're watching the live stream, then you know I said that the Defender got stuck. I was trying to run the battery dead, and the Defender got stuck underneath the thing. So in the description of this live stream will be the video that I edit. I gotta edit the video. And just me trying to joke around and do a Matt's off-road recovery with my record. We got the Defender out, but I noticed some damage, man. Like, I didn't even do anything to the truck. So let's get into what the heck happened and whatnot. So if you see the Defender, it's got all this messed up stuff and whatnot. So let me shut these trucks down real quick. All right. And then let me just unplug them. This one, I don't know what's up with this, but let me just speak about this guy real quick. It's actually warm. Really, really, really warm. I wonder if it's because I think I have the voltage pushed up for the servo, if I'm not mistaken, in this truck. So let me run you guys through with what's going on with this truck. I have so much dust bunnies all over the place. I gotta cut the tow rope off of this truck in a minute. So I don't know if you noticed, it has, you can't even see it in this thing, in this light, but I put rock lights on this thing. I'll do some pictures. This live stream ain't doing it justice, but you can see the purple on the, now you guys can see it a little bit, the purple on my hand and whatnot. The headlights on this buggy really consume like a lot of energy. So the hood lights up, the light spills out the bottom and everything. So what I want to do is I want to do something to eliminate that effect, so that way my rock lights will be more on display and everything like that. So it's not mass design up to par. I do not rock 2 batteries. I just did that recovery. The battery finally died on that recovery. So I wanted to see where the battery would die in the Defender and at what stage it would actually die. So I have a plug right here so I could check to see where it's at. So the battery's at 6% is when it died. The steering, I still had steering. The lights shut off completely. I had a little bit of steering and then really, really, really slow throttle. And then it just finally like kicked the can on the throttle and everything. But as you can see, it's down to 6%. So 6% is where it's going to cut off. The reason why I wanted to know is because this is 3.5 on the actual cells themselves, because I want to set a restriction for the rest of my vehicles that have brushless motors, because I use these batteries. So I want to make sure. So I'm going to set the parameter to 3.6%. Is that's when I want it to cut off and just stop controlling the truck and everything like that. I'm going to do a whole battery series thing. I have a lot of things to talk about the batteries, but I love the Traxxas batteries so much. They're so simplistic. 750 milliamps. I have other batteries that this battery's bigger than this one. Like, look, it's just bigger by its height or whatever. But this is only 600 milliamp, and I got this from the store, and they were like, "Oh yeah, this is a good one." And I think this thing was like, I think I paid like $40 or $45 for this thing. I don't remember, but I was like, I really don't want to rock these. Like, I'd rather rock these. I'd rather have 1,000,000 Traxxas batteries and do that. So I made a conversion to get my batteries to work with all the devices that I have. Like I said, I'll do a video about all that. But I want to try to test the parameters where the truck will actually stop. So now I know the Defender will crap out around 6%. That's what I'm going to set my brushless trucks to and everything. So 6%, which is 3.5 volts, but I'm going to have it clip off at 3.6 volts, so that way everything is pretty much right and everything like that. So as you can see, this truck is completely Endura everything. Everything is Endura. The only thing that is not Endura are the rims. The actual rims. The wheels themselves are not Endura. The tires are Endura. The wheels themselves are not. I'm going to do a full review on this truck if people are interested, because I love this build. It's so much fun. Let me get this. Let me get my Yankum rope off. Give me a second, because I need soft shackles. So if anybody knows the guy from Yankum rope, tell him that we need Yankum ropes for our RC trucks, and specifically just 1/18 scale and 1/10 scale Yankum ropes. Or you could just make your own out of a 550 power cord and everything. It's not the same with the zip ties. I'm trying to figure out a good method to hold these things together. I know they have these clamps and everything. Maybe I could get into that. I don't know. But then I got to get a standard length done and everything. Maybe the length should just be the length of the truck, of each truck. Like that's, or something. Whatever. So any which way, this is basically my Yankum rope that I used and everything. This truck, like I said, it's got the rock crawler lights now. So you can see 1, 2 in the front, 1, 2 in the back. These things, when it's dark, they're very, very, very bright, and they look good. I like the color. So it's like a violet color. It goes with the rims. The rims are purple. Let me get those lights back on. So I got the purple rims on this truck, and it goes with the, pretty much goes with everything. All right. So now let's turn this one off. Yeah, I wonder why this is getting warm. So before I do the actual video, because I want to do wire management on this truck before I do the video, because they got this company Mad Designs, I can't remember exactly which one it is, and I apologize for that. But he does this whole thing where he's like, oh, wire management is a thing with him and everything like that. This thing looks like a bomb ready to go off, and in part, some of that is because of the actual wiring harness that just comes with the wiring, the body, the lights for the body kit. So when I did my light kit for the actual truck itself, I tried to clean it up as much as I could. So you'll see a main wire here, main harness here, and then a main harness will be underneath this speed control, so you can't really see it. But I have the loom coming in, and I want to actually do videos on how I'm going to straighten this back out and do the loom and everything. The curls, they got all jacked up because I was doing all the wiring. And I'm going to probably redo this because this is driving me nuts. All right. And I also want to tint the windows on this truck because, not for nothing, I have a lot of wiring that I'm just going to leave popped up over there. So it is what it is in that aspect. And then I want to clean up this back piece here. All right, so that's my dually. That's the I-40 dually. All right, let's get this thing back into place and complain about this some more. Let's take the trailer off. All right, got my blazer in the background. So what happened to this thing? I don't even know where the bolt is for this. How about that? So this thing got racked up. And I'll be honest with you, all I was doing was driving around in circles. Look at that thing. So I gotta go and try to find this screw. Oh no. Yeah, I gotta go and try to find that screw. Because that looks like a specific screw. So that's funny. This whole thing pulls through on this side and only screws in on the other side, where the screws or will keep them in place. So any which way, I gotta find that screw. So give me a second. Let me try to find that screw. I got it. I got it. All right, cool. So you know what that means? It means thread lock. Where is the thread lock? I'm 1.5 mil screw. So if you're wondering how I found the screw so quickly, I have a magnet, one of those magnet things that pick up all the screws from the floor, or anything metal for that matter. So that's how I was able to find the screw. So now the screw is thread locked on. I'm going to remove the other side and do the same thing. It feels like I need some assistance here. So I'm going to get a pair of pliers and hold on. So leaving the pair of pliers, I'm gonna just get the screw back on here. Thread lock. The screw wants to play games. So now we're putting it back in. So that one's down snug. Snug the other side. There we go. So now I'm going to get the bottom screws and do the same thing because it feels loose, and it is loose, it's rotating. So if you don't like these bars, you want to feel free to take them out. By all means, it's your vehicle. At least you know now you can take them out. Me, I like them. That was one of the reasons why I got this bumper. So I definitely want them to stay in. When I was recovering the vehicle and I seen that it was sticking out, I actually was upset and everything. Give me 1 second, because it's not back in. There we go. It popped out of the side. Oh no, I didn't just do that. Yes, I did. I just bent the bar. So upset right now. Now it looks like looks like the truck got into an accident now. I wonder if I should leave that and just be like, yeah, it got into an accident. It happened when we were recovering the vehicle. Oh my God, this thread lock. I'm gonna leave it for right now. If anybody watches this live, which it's horrible, I'll show you right now how I bent this thing so bad. Should I leave it bent? I'm gonna try to fix it. This is what it is. All right. Alright, Defender's done. There's more thread lock on the table. There's dust everywhere. Time to clean up. And that's the end of the live. Me doing horrible video. Have no idea how I'm gonna cut this thing up to get it going. Put that back over there. I think that's to his spaceship. I got these pieces that gotta go in the garbage. Alright, so I'm going to clean up and then I will cut the live feed. Get my mats off road recovery rope. This weird thing that I never found out where it was to. So I got my bag full of some parts here. I try to remember everything, so I'm just going to put Defender. TRM. Alright. Let that dry up. These other bags I will keep. Any bags that are open and ripped get thrown in the garbage. These stickers weren't that great, so I might just throw them away. After sticker bombing my workstation a little bit here. That looks good. Yeah. Alright, that can go in the garbage. I got enough stickers. So my tow rope is gonna go on the Defender. My Yankum rope. I'm gonna try to put that on the roof rack or something. Wrap it around something. This is gonna go in my parts bag. Goes there. This is gonna go in my parts bin. I got a big parts bin. Alrighty. Screwdriver and knife. A lighter. Goes in there, that goes in there. I'll spare you guys the noise of the vacuum. So alrighty. So if you have a vacuum and you got that attachment, you know, it's the best thing to get everything up. Well, it's not the best thing, but it's very effective. And then I just take a fiber rag, wipe the rest of it down with a fiber rag and everything. Alright, so for anybody who watches this far in the video, I'm going to show you this crazy hack job that I did to this thing. So, come here. Let's get low. Let's say right about there. Looks good. So this is my high trail. Okay. Mistakes were made. I had cut the bed originally to be the length of this cut. I cut the frame to shorten it up because when it goes up on a hill, I didn't want the bumper to be in the way of anything. The mounting mechanism is still intact, so I have plans to extend this. I would like, if anybody's watched the Fab Rats. Paul has his Fab Rat wrecker, and he has a Chevy, and he narrowed the Chevy in the front. I would like to do that to this. There's just one big dilemma, this piece right here. Okay, so this piece is the actual piece that keeps the body on to the truck. So I wanted to make this, you know, like somewhat functional and work. But being where this actually mounts, it might not be easy to do that. To crush this in and have the lights to be functional and everything. But yeah, I pulled the moldings off, as you can see. Pulled all the, you know, everything else off. I want to do a, I want to try my first paint job with this. Oh, I have a battery in here. I'll take you out, because I'll take you out on a ride. I was driving this. So I took the suspension completely out. I want to do a weathered, you know, vintage or whatever they call that, weathered paint job on this. Might just leave it to the front like this, but finish the back end up, and everything in the truck is just like crazy shorter. So it'll be just short and everything. I'll change the tires. So it's a low trail buggy thing right now. The axle is sitting on the receiver ECU. So I don't know. I want to try to make it a crazy crawler. But I want it to look like, I want it to look old and whatnot. Or something that I built. If that makes sense. Alright. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching Urban Crawler's live stream. I know it probably wasn't extravagant and everything. I was just trying to make my videos. I do not know how that video is going to come out to cut up the video. But if you watch this far, definitely look down in the description for the Urban Crawler's recovery of the Defender. Probably gonna, I think I'm just gonna publish it too. But if you made it this far to the video, then just type in hashtag Ford chop, or no, you could just, you know, Ford chop Ford or something like that, or Ford cutback, whatever. I don't know. Nobody's gonna watch it this far. But if you did, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. If you really did watch this far and you want me to know about it, type in 750. So that's basically going to be, I'm holding this right now. So that's what it's going to be about. All right, so 750, and I know what you guys are talking about. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Later.